Howdy, y'all, Muglax Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright, my game crashed earlier today. I lost my save game. No, I lost part of my save game. I got to keep my world, got to keep my character. I did not keep anything else. So, I'm having to redo my base, and that is what I'm working on right now. Um, and I've got a story. I got a big old story. In fact, I'm having trouble getting through it today. I obviously the game crashed while I was recording the first time. I ran out of room the second time. I just got interrupted the third time, so I'm starting over from the beginning. So this is time number 4. Some of this I already told in another episode, I think, of a different series, though. So I'm gonna restart it, the story, for context reasons. Um, 2 weeks ago, I got a text message from my cell phone company telling me that they were removing service from my cell phone because it was not compatible with their system. And that is a lie. What they meant was I need clay soil. So I need to dig up some clay soil here. What they meant was my phone company is not on AT&T's approved cell phone list. So even though it's compatible with AT&T's towers, it's not on their approved compatibility list. And so the service provider I have uses AT&T's towers and does not approve any phone that is not on AT&T's compatibility list. So what I read was in reality, the deal is not that my phone won't work with the system. The SIM card needs to be switched out. And so I went online on a Thursday afternoon at 2 in the afternoon when they told me my phone would be no longer working the following week, on Tuesday of the following week. That's 5 days, 3 of which were either a holiday or the weekend, making it more difficult to do anything about it. And um, uh, and I looked nowhere in the previous 2 years, and it goes back farther than that, but in the previous 2 years of messages from that company, nowhere did they tell me that this was about to happen. So they left me with 2 business days to sort out my phone. And so I ordered a new SIM card on that Friday. It didn't get there on Saturday. I thought it'd come on Monday. And then on Monday, I'm like, oh, yeah, there's no mail on Monday. It's a holiday. And so I need, what did I need for a forge here? I need one more duct tape. Cloth. I need cloth. So one of the things they did say was that due to the inconvenience of losing service, we are offering free phones to customers who are, being affected. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'll get a free phone then, just in case. Just in case the SIM trick doesn't work, I'll go ahead and get a free phone, and then that way, um, if I have to switch, I have to switch. And so Tuesday, nothing. No messages. I don't get any word from them. I do get a message from them. It says you're no longer going to have service starting now. That's it. End of my phone service. No text messages, no phone, no emergency, none of that. It all just quits. And so I'm like, okay, well, we'll see where we go from here. And so, um, um, huh, I thought I had more scrap metal than that. Well, it is what it is. So, on Wednesday, I get the SIM card. I put it in, nothing. It tries to activate, and then it says my phone is not compatible with their service. I'm like, okay, fine. I figured this was going to happen. Fine. Um, I'd like to keep my phone, but whatever. And then later that evening, I got a message that said, an email message saying that the phone I had ordered from them was logistically had logistic issues as well as being out of stock. They didn't know when it would be back in stock. And they were sorry for the inconvenience. Well, great. That leaves me with no cell phone. Now, my cell phone works through the Wi-Fi for what I use it for work mostly. I haven't had to do any cell phone calls or anything with it, so everything's basically just uh, running over the Wi-Fi, so that hasn't affected my work at all. That's really the whole reason I have a cell phone is because I use it for work. But again, what I use it for work is mostly through certain apps, and uh, so my Wi-Fi is easily covering that. And uh, so uh, so that was Wednesday of last week. Um, Wednesday of last week. Yes. So then I am like, well, this sucks. So I need cell service just in case. And so I go ahead and I look around for a phone company that provides cell service that does use my existing phone because I would like to keep my existing phone. And so I find one. And so I go on their website and it asks for like the number on your phone, not the phone number, but the actual phone's number to make sure it's compatible. It says it's compatible. It asks for my cell phone number to make sure it can transfer it. I give that information. It's got to do a check. It comes back from the check saying, yes, that's a number we can transfer. Um, I fill out all the information. It doesn't ask for anything useful like a phone number or an email address other than the phone number I'm trying to transfer. And so I find that a little weird. And so then when I go to place the actual order, the cart asks for my phone number, but nowhere else did I have to give it my phone number. I did have to create a PIN number. And the PIN number, I'm used to PIN numbers being 4 digits long. It said that wasn't long enough. It has to be between 6 and 15. So I created one that was 8. Uh, that was on Wednesday. On Thursday, I get the SIM card from the second company. I put it in my phone activates, I get a bunch of text immediately, and I'm like, cool, this is working. And then I go online because it says, you got to get these apps to work with our system. And I wanted to, one of the things was here's your account information. You got to go here to set up an account. That account information was here's your phone number. And that phone number was the phone number I was requesting to be transferred. So it all seemed to be working to me. So I get on the system to to go ahead and sign up, and it's like fill out all your information, your name, your address, your email address, that kind of stuff, phone numbers, and then it goes, okay, we're gonna test to make sure that your email address is working. So it sends a code to my email address. I put that in. And then it goes, we want to test to make sure your phone is working. Another wheel, so many wheels. Um, and so it goes and sends, speaking of that, I do have several points now. Do I have enough? Nope, there's my level 10 in that. And there's the mini bike. So I should be able to make a mini bike soon. Um, Not immediately, of course, because I lost all my parts, but soon. So I go into their online chat, tech chat, and I'm like, hey, I can't sign in to, I can't set up my account online. It's asking for a PIN number, and the 8-digit PIN number I created won't fit in the 6 slots that allows for a PIN number. And so she says, oh, well, you're going to have to call, or we're going to call you so that we can walk through this. I'm like, okay, fine. And so she calls me, and we start working on it. And she says she can't help me. So she sends me to bigger tech. And so we work on it for a little while, given the same information I've already given. And she goes, this seems to be an account issue. I don't deal with accounts. I'm going to send you out to someone who deals with accounts. I'm like, okay. So she sends me over to accounts. I start talking to the accounts guy. The accounts guy, he starts working through it, and he's asking me a ton of information that I feel doesn't have any impact on what's going on. Oh, see that said extra XP for wearing those glasses. Like my social security number and my driver's license number. I don't know what he's doing. And then he gets to the end of it and he's like, I don't have any account matched with the phone number you gave me. And I'm like, I mean, that's what I entered when I signed up for an account. And he's like, oh, well, did you sign up? What kind of account did you sign up for? I'm like, I don't know, like prepaid account. And he's like, oh, well, now that I've been there for 20 minutes talking to him, I don't deal with prepaid accounts. Let me send you to someone else. So he sends me to prepaid account tech, but something goes wrong in the sending me to the prepaid account tech, and instead I get kicked all the way out to the beginning of help desk, which is automated. I tried talking with that thing. It's like, what's the phone number you're trying to get help with? So I give it the phone number. It's like, I can't find an account that matches this phone number. Um, and so, after fiddling with the options it keeps telling me, I finally try to get it to go through prepaid, new account, new phone number. Although it did drive me crazy, and I did maybe yell at it a little bit because I kept telling it new account, and it was like, do you wish a prepaid new? I mean, yes, prepay. If it deals with prepaid, say prepay, prepaid. Is this a new account or an existing account? New account. Is this a prepaid account? Prepaid. I just answered these questions, machine. What are you doing? Why are we repeating this cycle? And so I eventually get to a person and I start talking with them about the whole issue, and so finally it comes out that she says my phone number is not activated in the system yet. She can see where they're starting to activate it, but it's not ready for me to create an account. And she says to me that the next day I will get a message from them um, saying that the phone number is ready and they should send me the PIN number I need to sign up on their system. I'm like, okay, then I'll just wait till tomorrow. Thank you. An hour. So that was an hour of my life bouncing around between people to be told, you gotta wait till tomorrow. Where I just kept repeating the same facts over and over again about what I was having problems with. I don't know, it was bizarre. So then, um, on Friday afternoon, I receive a message via text that says, um, our system is having difficulty transferring your number. Uh, Expert will contact you. And I'm like, they don't have a means to contact me. Like, they don't. I've never filled out an account information thing for them, so I don't know how they're going to contact me, given that they don't have my email address except on the initial order. They don't have a phone number that works because my cell phone does not receive calls at the moment. So how are they going to contact me? So I text them back and I say, hey, do you need me to send you an alternate phone number because the one that you have won't work? Well, I don't hear back from them, and because that'd be too easy. And so that was Friday afternoon. So nothing on Friday, nothing on Saturday, nothing on Sunday. So today, I wait until the afternoon, and I don't think I called them till about 2, and then I called them, and I go through their help thing, and it's driving me crazy, and um, it finally it finally lets me through and sends me to a person. And so I start talking to the person. I'm like, this is the deal. I'm trying to transfer a number. She's like, okay, that's what I do. I'm like, I'm trying to transfer from this to this. And she's like, okay, I'll take a look at it. And then she's like, what's your account information? I'm like, I don't think I have account information. I'm like, this is a new account that I'm trying to set up. I've gotten a SIM card from you, and that's that's about as far as I've made it. And she goes, okay, what's the SIM card number? And so I give it to her. She's like, well, this SIM card's already activated. I'm like, yeah, I put it in my phone a week ago, almost. You know, and she's like, well, I'm gonna have to send you to a different tech. I'm like, okay. Um, so she sends me to a different tech. I start talking to them, and uh, and so we go through all of that, and uh, she says that you can't you can't transfer a prepaid account. Now I was on hold for like an hour. They told me it'd be 10 minutes. It was like an hour I was on hold. And she tells me you can't transfer a prepaid account to a prepaid account between companies. Um, I'm like, well, can I transfer to a post paid account, as they were calling it during our conversations? And she's like, yes, you should be able to do that. I'm like, of course I can, because it's more expensive to have the postpaid account. So obviously that way will work. And so she before she sends me off though, I'm like, hey, wait, I don't need this prepaid account I paid for. I would like it canceled. And she's like, okay, I can do that. And so she cancels my prepaid account, even though she keeps asking me for the order number. I'm like, didn't have one. Account number, nope. You guys didn't give me one of those either. I have a shipping number, and that's it. That's the only number I've ever gotten from you, other than saying that my cell phone number is the cell phone number for this company that you all keep telling me is not a valid cell phone number for your company. So it's really weird. You texted me saying that was the number I was supposed to use, and none of you. Was it a temporary number that you're going to use? I'm like, I don't know. It's the number that I'm trying to transfer. It could be temporary until the other one gets set up. I don't know. I don't know. You're the tech. You tell me. I don't think this is that hard. I told you the only bits of information I have: the cell phone number I gave you, my name, my address, the rest of it that you don't have, I keep giving you. Nobody seems to write it down. I don't understand. Ooh, that's handy. Um, right, I needed to look into nails while I was over here. And she finally decides that to send me over to sales because setting up a new postpaid account is done through sales, not the tech I'm talking to. And so then we get to I don't remember how many places I need again. Dun, dun. General tools, medicine, food, weapons, parts, mods. So that's 8. So I need 70 nails. Ooh, that's a lot of nails. I only need 70 though. You do that. I probably have enough wood. Where are those nails? So, so then we go through the whole thing with sales. Now, I already talked to that tech guy on the previous Friday, who asked me for all of this information already. No, the previous Thursday, who already asked me for all this information. And so I'm pretty sure what happened was he tried to set up an account then, and it didn't work because he was trying to set up a postpaid account and I was a prepaid account. So now I'm trying to set up a postpaid account, and she starts telling me she can't do it because I already have an account. I have 2 accounts: a prepaid account that's active and a postpaid account that has been canceled. And because of that, she can't set up my accounts. And so she wants the information for that account. And I'm like, but I don't have any kind of information like that. And she's like, well, there's 2 accounts on here. And so you should have been given a PIN number or something. I'm like, are you listening to me, lady? I created an order for a SIM card and paid for a SIM card and um, a SIM card and um, service that's prepaid. And then you sent me a SIM card. I put it in my phone. That's as far as I've gotten. They never asked me for any information. I created a PIN number when I placed the order. This is the PIN number. She goes, oh, well, that opened an account. I'm like, okay, well, then we'll go with that. And she's like, oh, but that's the prepaid account. I'm like, okay. Um, and I'm like, well, what about this other number? And she's like, oh, that worked. And she's like, oh, wait, that's the one that we already have going. I don't have the correct information to log into this canceled account. I can't create a new account for you. You're going to have to go to the store in person and bring ID. And so that was another 3 hours on the phone with them to get to the point where she said, we can't help you. So I have ordered a new cell phone that is compatible with the with the company that I was previously using, um, because clearly I don't get to keep my phone. I mean, that's all there is to it at this point, right? What a hassle. What a hassle. I easily talked to 7 different people at the second company trying to just get them to transfer a number that they told me they could do when I first started to sign up. They didn't do anything. What's the point of me going in person to the store with some identification? I was trying to avoid going to a store. That's the whole thing. So I just went on Amazon. I ordered a phone that matches a phone that the it's a better version of a phone that the previous company had for sale at a cheaper price than what they were trying to sell their version of the phone for. I already have 2 SIM cards from them, so at least one of them should work, right? Or I just have to get a new one, whatever. Who knows when that other phone that I ordered from them will be in? So yeah, looks like I don't get to keep my gaming phone, and I'm not particularly happy with how difficult it was to even do any of this. I just, I'll admit, I am not a cell phone tech, but this seemed like the worst sit up ever at both companies. Um, so, ugh, yeah. All right. Medicine, weapons, parts, and mods. On a plus note, I guess I've got close to 37 hours into Forbidden West. I'm really enjoying that game. Uh, it is quite fun. If you like the first one. I guess if you didn't like the first one, you're probably not going to like the second one because it's basically the same game, just a continuation. Some pretty good surprises. I don't think it's quite as good, honestly, as the first one was. I don't know if that's because I feel like I don't know if I feel like the first game had a more of a sense of urgency that this one doesn't have so much. Um, and because in the first one, I don't know if you've never played the first one. The game is basically this post-apocalyptic world um, where an AI is in charge of rebuilding the world, and it's split into multiple parts. And someone has activated the part that destroys what's been made to make way for new stuff. And so um, the people who are on the planet would prefer not to die. And obviously. And so they they the computer also, the AI in charge, also would like the people not to die, but someone has sent the signal to wipe everything out, and so the Gaia, the main AI, actually attempts to circumvent the destruction of everything, um, and so uh, you play the attempt by the Gaia, a clone of that might give away too much, of the previous head of everything, who probably you need her DNA to be able to access a lot of the facilities to try and stop what's happening, basically. And so in the first one, it felt like you were one step ahead of total destruction, and this one's a little less. I mean, things are bad. The world's gonna get destroyed if you don't stop it. But I don't feel as I don't feel as on edge, I guess, as the previous incarnation. Oh man, you know what? That took my acids. Dang it! Good thing I got two wheels then. One of these days I'm gonna learn where all this stuff goes. But yeah, it's been really good. I think it might be bigger than the previous game. Um, honestly, and I feel like 36 hours, and I'm not even halfway done. I don't think is a pretty good run for a game, and so I'm looking forward to getting further in that. Well, with that, I'm going to call it a day. This will be better than the small things. Lean into the light. I will talk to you later.